All right. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Lisa Hanselman. I'm the director of the Mountaineer Parents Club here at West Virginia University. And if you're not quite familiar with us, I'll tell you a little bit more about us later, but just so you know, we are here on WVU's campus to communicate with families, parents, and any other family members. And we're always available to answer questions or help out any way we can. So for tonight, we have guests joining us from MindFit and from Student Success. And we're going to start off with some presentations. And then when we're done, we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. So first up, we have Ashley Stewart and Erin Huffman.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Erin. I'm the academic support specialist here at MindFit, and I'm here with Ashley, who is the program director. And we're just going to share a little bit of information about MindFit. In short, MindFit is like a mental gym. We work with students to help strengthen executive functioning skills and also to help provide academic support. Next slide, please. So MindFit is basically made up of 3 parts. The first is assessment services. This aspect of MindFit works with students to provide comprehensive psychoed testing and then referrals to either groups, courses, counselings, medications, accessibility services, and some other flagship services based on student needs. And these referrals come from the psychoed testing once it's completed. The second component of MindFit is the academic enhancement component. That's the unit in which I work under. And this is the part that provides students with academic and executive functioning support, mainly in 2 ways: through academic skills consultations, and then through peer tutoring and academic coaching. And then the third component of MindFit is cognitive enhancement. This part of MindFit focuses on some cutting edge cognitive training and neurofeedback. And I'll be diving into these 3 components more momentarily. Next slide, please. Thank you. So where is MindFit located? MindFit is technically under the Academic Affairs Department here at WVU, and we're physically located in 2 spaces. So assessment services is located at the Caruth Center. This is in the CPAS building on the Evansdale campus. And then both academic and cognitive enhancement are located in the basement of Stewart Hall, which is on the downtown campus. To give you some more information about assessment services, right now it's currently on hiatus, but when it's back up and running, we provide full psychoeducational testing, and this is delivered across 3 appointments and only costs $500, which is significantly cheaper than the $2,500 that it costs to get this testing through private practice. Again, unfortunately, we are on hiatus until we can find a new unit director. But to schedule up an appointment, once we are back up and running, you would just call the Caruth Center at this number. So again, just as a refresher, assessment services offers referrals for groups, for counseling, medications, accessibility services, and then other flagship services here on campus. So to give you some more information about cognitive enhancement, we have a short video for you guys.
You want to improve your focus. You may be worried that you have an attention problem, or you've been told you have an attention problem. Or maybe you just want to improve your attention. You want your brain to run like a well-oiled machine. The problem is that you've been told you have no control over this, that your attention is a fixed thing, and the only way to improve it is with pills. That would be fine, but of course you have questions. What are the side effects? How will this affect me long term? What does it do to my heart? Can I become dependent on it? Can I unring that bell once it's been rung? We aren't in the 90s anymore. Medication isn't the only answer. You can do something about it. We can help. What if attention were like a muscle in the body? What if you could train it just like you train your bench press or your running times? That's MindFit Cognitive Enhancement. Think of it like a gym for your brain. We have been working with students here at WVU since 2009. We have some experience with this. We've helped a bunch of people improve their attention over the years, everyone from students to high-performance athletes. Maybe we can help you. Interested? Go to our website, or just Google WVU MindFit and let's meet. Let's focus on success.
All right, awesome. Thank you for figuring out those sound issues. I had no idea what to do. But yeah, that is just some information on the cognitive enhancement unit here at MindFit. Just for some general information, this service only costs $500 for 20 sessions. And the point of contact is Dr. Dan Long, and we're currently taking on new clients. So with cognitive enhancement, there are two components. The first is the cognitive training unit, and this is like a game-like format, each that are specifically designed to train some facet of cognitive performance. And the initial training plan is based on the client's self-reported difficulties and screening through assessment results. And then the protocol is adjusted as a function of performance. And then there is a reassessment that's taken place after 20 sessions are completed. The second component is neurofeedback. This teaches how to modulate brain waves for peak performance, specifically in like attention and cognitive functioning. The research is really promising in this. It's actually the first line treatment for ADHD, and it's at least as effective as medication, according to some research. And just like with the other component, reassessment takes place after the 20 sessions are completed. So the next component of MindFit is the academic enhancement unit. And this unit is composed of two parts. The first is academic skills consultations. These are monthly executive functioning and academic coaching meetings. These are actually open to all WVU students, not just MindFit students. And it's $250 for 3 coaching sessions. And the second component of academic enhancement is enhanced academic coaching. And this is semester long. And this is where students would work with a tutor one-on-one for content tutoring, but through the lens of study skills and executive functioning support. And there are multiple support packages that students can select from. So they can meet with a tutor or tutors 3 to 4 hours a week, 5 to 6 hours a week, or 7 to 8 hours a week. And the point of contact for this service is Ashley Stewart and myself. Again, just as a reminder, our focus is on executive functioning and then capacity building. And we're actually one of the only programs with tutors that are CRLA certified, and they are certified through levels like 1 through 3. And the price of enrolling in this program is anywhere from $1,500 to $2,600, depending on your hour package for the semester. And you can find more information at our website. So just for some more background information, our program is WVU's top ADHD college program, and we're actually one of the only ones in the like an R1 school, and one of the top programs in all of the top 10 R1 schools. And then just as a recap on the 3 services that we provide, the first is assessment services, where we do psychoed testing and referrals. This is done through the Caruth Center. The second is cognitive enhancement, where we do cognitive training and neurofeedback. The point of contact is Dr. Dan Long. And then the third and final component is academic enhancement. This is where we do executive functioning coaching and capacity building.
Thanks, Erin. All right, next up, we have Regan Bruni Swan with the Office of Student Success.
Thanks, Lisa. Hi, everyone. I'm here to tell you about all the various support that your students can find in the Office of Student Success. So things I'd like to cover with you this evening are the programs that we offer. We are also at the mid-semester point of the semester. We just finished up with the early alert process, so just helping you better understand what that means, reviewing important dates, and then helping to connect your students to our resources. And of course, we'll leave time for any questions you may have. So the Office of Student Success offers free academic support through a variety of services and programs. The programs are specific for various populations. The services we offer include free tutoring every day of the week. I will repeat that. There's free tutoring every day of the week. So if your student is struggling in a class, please be sure to let them know about the tutoring resources. We also offer success coaching, and this is where we help students be more successful in the classroom based upon academic skills such as time management, note-taking, test-taking strategies, those types of things. And then we also offer on-demand workshops. So we have about 50 different workshops that cover pretty much any topic a college student could experience. And those are available on our website anytime that the student is ready to do a workshop. The programming that we have for specific populations include our first generation college student. A student is defined as first generation if neither parent has a 4-year degree. So if you've got 2 students in college right now, but neither parent has a 4-year degree, your student would be considered first gen. If you as a parent went to a community college or earned an associate degree, your student is still considered a first generation college student. That's WVU's definition. We also support our first year pathway students. These are students that have been provisionally admitted to WVU. We also offer programming for our RISE students, and those are students from diverse populations, including Black students and Latinx. And then we also support the West Virginia Gear Up grant. And this is for students from specific counties in West Virginia. They've been supported from middle school, and then we help support them through their first year of college. So as I briefly mentioned, we just wrapped up the early alert process. We partner with faculty in specific gateway courses. And when I say gateway course, that's typically your 101 type courses, the first year seminar course, courses that students need to meet as a prerequisite to further courses. And faculty in these classes report grades between the 4th and 5th week of the semester, up through the 6th week of the semester. Again, this is only available in certain classes, but it is kind of an early warning if students are struggling to help connect them to resources. If you have access to the parent portal and specifically the grades, you will be able to see not only the early alert grades, but also the mid-semester grades. So we are now, at the end of this week, starting the 8th week of the semester. So we are halfway through the semester, halfway to go. And all faculty are reporting midterm grades as of noon on October 7th. So all midterm grades, every single class must be reported by October 7th at noon. So if your student is home for fall break, make sure they're checking their mid-semester grades. And again, you can find those in the parent portal as long as you have access to their grades. And students can find them in STAR. Students can get to STAR through their portal, or I personally find it easier just to go to star.wvu.edu. So this is a great point in the semester to find out where your student or how your student is doing. Determining the current grade in each class, again, you should know that this Thursday. What's your student's goal grade? What does your student need to earn on the next exam to stay on track for that goal grade? Are there extra credit opportunities? Can your student turn in any missed assignments? So here are some great resources if your student is struggling. We have this website that lists all different kinds of resources, whether that's tutoring, the coaching that we offer. We also offer peer mentoring, and we connect to other units on campus. Make sure your student is taking advantage of the professor's office hours. If they're struggling in the class, who better to reach out to than their professor. We also have a great resource in tutoring.wvu.edu that lists all the various tutoring centers on campus. We have tutoring available both on the downtown campus, the Evansdale campus, several different subjects, and truly tutoring is available every day. You also have the option, students have the option to meet with a success coach. And you can also get linked to that from our website, which is studentsuccess.wvu.edu. I also always recommend WellWVU as another resource because they have a lot of stress management activities, a chill pack, so lots of things to help students as well. And thank you, Ricky, for putting all those websites in the chat feature. Another resource, and this is kind of, I would say, somewhat of an unknown resource, but we actually have classes that start at the mid-semester point. So these classes will start on Monday. There is no extra cost for taking a mid-semester class as long as your student is at full-time status. But it is a great option if a student is really struggling in a class and might not be able to pass the class. They might want to consider dropping it and picking up one of our mid-semester courses. Or it's a great option for students who are doing well and would like to add another class. Perhaps they only registered for 12 or 15 credit hours, which 15 is fine. We always say 15 to finish. You need to average about 15 credits per semester in order to graduate in a timely manner. But if your student has fallen below 15 credits or feels they could take more than 15 credits, perhaps a mid-semester course would be a good option. A lot of the courses are what I would consider elective courses. They can still count towards graduation, but they might not be a required class for graduation. Before your student makes any changes to their schedule, I would have him or her consult with their academic advisor. So just some things to also consider. As I mentioned, we do have classes that start Monday, but students have until November 16th to actually drop courses with a W. Now, there are some ramifications to dropping a course. It does preserve a student's GPA, but they will receive a grade of a W. Doesn't count in the GPA calculation, but there will be a W on their transcript. Where you could have some negative consequences with a W course if a student is receiving financial aid. Students must complete 67% of courses attempted in order to maintain satisfactory academic progress. So if a student does have a lot of W's on their transcript, that could affect their completion rate, but so could enough. So in some cases, it is better, in my opinion, to drop the course. And November 16th is the last day to withdraw from an individual course or the entire semester. So sometimes students experience a traumatic event and they cannot finish out the semester. We do encourage students that encounter those circumstances to consider withdrawing from the university. We also have a winter intersession. It'll run December 20th through January 7th. And this is where students can take up to 5 credits in 3 weeks. So it's a very fast-paced class. It takes place between that winter, during winter break, so after the fall semester, but before the spring semester starts. All the classes are available online. A lot of them are general education foundation courses. There's also some fun classes, elective type classes. The best part is it's a flat tuition rate. So whether if you're an out-of-state student or an in-state student, you pay the same flat rate. For students that do have kind of a rough semester and maybe not earn their goal grades, WVU does have a DF repeat policy. So if a student earns a D or an F in a class, they are eligible to repeat that class. And the second grade, the second time they take it, the second grade will be included in their GPA. The first attempt will be excluded from their GPA. And then that's just another resource website for students. students.wvu.edu, one of my favorite websites on campus. Okay, so just wanted to review important dates with you. Most of these we've already talked about, but again, midterm grades are due October 7th. If you're interested in any mid-semester courses, those start Monday, October 11th. Last day to withdraw from a course or the entire semester is November 16th. The last day of classes is truly just right around the corner. That will be December 9th. And then on December 10th, we do have a finals prep day. So there are no classes that day. There are no exams. It is just a day for students to study. Final exams will take place December 13th through 17th. And then our winter recess begins December 18th.
All right, well, thank you very much, Regan. So that's the end of our sort of formal presentation, but what we'd like to do now is to answer any questions that you might have. So questions, comments, anything that you all have, if you want to just put that in the chat, be happy to ask that of our panelists and they can respond. Go ahead and get started at any point. Oh, let's make sure my chat's working here. Okay, so I'm not sure. Let's see, is registration for the winter? So Regan, tell us more about registration for the winter intersession and when it opens.
Yes, so students can register for the winter intersession when they register for their spring classes. So once you meet with your advisor, you're able to register for those classes.
And Regan, students are currently registering or speaking with their advisors now, correct?
That is correct, yes. So students will register, actually it's coming up very soon. Students were given an email and given a day and time to register for those classes. And it does go in order. So our grad students are the first to register, followed by seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen.
Thank you. Okay, so
some students have priority registration. I forgot to mention that. Sorry, Lisa.
No, that's fine. That's always important. Next question, Erin. Can some of the MindFit sessions be done in the summer?
Yes, so some MindFit sessions can be done in the summer. We support both fall, spring, and summer. I'm unsure if we do winter sessions as well, but I know for a fact we do summer.
Perfect. Okay, so we're still waiting on some questions. I'm sure somebody out there has a couple of questions, but in the meantime, while we're waiting for y'all to share this with us, Regan, can you give us a couple of examples of the type of tutoring on that tutoring website, the different centers?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Lisa. Ricky, would you mind bringing up tutoring.wvu.edu and I'll walk you through how to do it? Would that be okay? Okay, thank you. So if you would click on the Find Your Tutoring tool there towards the bottom. Yeah, Find Your Tutoring Center tool. Thank you. And let's pretend I need help with Math 124. So could you click on Math and Statistical courses, please? Thank you. And then Math. And then I'm looking for, I want an individual appointment. So based upon what I entered, it looks like the Academic Resource Center will fit my needs. And when you click on that, it'll tell you how to get more information on that tutoring center. Now, had I clicked on drop-in tutoring, I would have gotten a little, I should have picked that, but I would have gotten more options as far as what's available. So, I mean, really, we have all different kinds of options available. So yeah, now let's pick drop-in and then pick Math 124. say no. Oh, no. That shouldn't have happened. There we go. Now it worked. Okay, thank you. So there you have 3 different options for tutoring. We have the academic resource centers, the math learning center, and TestWell. And again, you click on any of those links and it'll pull up the information for that specific tutoring center. So we primarily focus on STEM subjects, math, science, chemistry, biology, physics, statistics, but then there is tutoring for students that might need help with writing skills. The Chambers College, the Business College has lots of options in accounting and econ for tutoring. And then there is some tutoring in psychology and sociology, that type of thing.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, Regan, what kind of classes will be offered in the winter intersession?
So I know there's some, Ricky, you want to pull that website up, please? There's history, there's the fitness walking, and could you hit view courses? Thank you. There you go. So advertising, accounting, anthropology 105, that was formerly known as SOCA 105, but they've recently changed that. There's some CDFS, child development, family studies courses, B Corps, Com 305, that's a very popular class, Film 101. There's the history, music, fitness walking, yeah. Thanks, Ricky.
All right, thanks. That is a lot of great courses to pick from. Thank you. Now, Regan, and those classes are held in person or no?
No, they were all online.
Perfect, because that would be when students would be home for winter break.
Yes, that's correct. So they run literally in between the end of the fall semester and the start of the spring semester.
All right, awesome. Okay, any other questions out there for our panelists? Are the courses asynchronous?
So good question. Some are and some aren't. So it really does depend on the course. I'm sorry. We can, if there's a specific course you'd like to know about, we can certainly follow up with you and ask specifically about that course.
Okay.
The majority are asynchronous though.
Okay, well, and with the music class or the fitness walking, I'm sure that's, how they're going to run, but that's okay.
Now, I will say with the fitness class, you have to purchase a move band, a tracker, and it's intense, folks. I mean, if you ever think there's an easy A in college, there is not. Students literally have to walk more than 10,000. They build up, but they get to the point of like between 13 and 15,000 steps a day for that class. And your grade, you have to upload your steps for the grade. So it's intense.
So for an active person, that might be a good course, but for someone more like me, perhaps not.
Same, Lisa.
Okay, understand. All right, parents, any other questions out there for us? Again, we're happy to answer any questions that you have. We love the chance to talk to our families, so whatever we can do to help, please just drop that in the chat for us. All right, so as we're waiting for another question, Erin or Regan, is there anything else that you would like to say before we go on to just talking a little bit more about the Parents Club? Any last minute conversations here?
I'd just like to add that there are so many different resources at WVU, and just if your student is struggling with anything, please reach out and let us know. We're happy to connect them to the resources on campus. We're here to help your students, and we want the same goals that you want for your students. We want as well. We want them to graduate in 4 years.
And I will say that I think it's really important that everybody remember that tutoring is not a bad thing. It's always a good thing. And tutoring, you don't have to be in a just dangerous position to have tutoring. Tutoring can take you from a B to an A. So it's never a bad idea to look into tutoring. Erin, question for you. For the MindFit, you mentioned workshops. Where can these be found on the website? And are there executive functioning workshops?
So we have what we call academic skills consultations. These are the shorter packages, not the semester long ones. So this one's only the 3 sessions. And this can be found on our website under academic enhancement. And there's a tab that says academic skills consultations. And that is also where you would submit your application for that. We're currently accepting applications. We do have a wait list right now, but we are accepting applications. And then that's the same for next semester as well. And in terms of executive functioning, we focus on that in those sessions, as well as just, it's kind of like how to tackle college 101. It's just giving you important tools that you can use that are also backed by cognitive science, just to really knock college out of the park.
Thank you. Okay. Well, we don't seem to have any more questions right now. Feel free, if you do have one, to drop that in, but I'm going to go ahead and move forward to just letting you know a little bit more about the Parents Club. So hopefully you're familiar with us. You're receiving our emails, I would hope, every other week. So just know that the Parents Club is always available to all of our families. All you have to do is join. It's pretty simple. Once you do, you get our emails twice a month. And we really are the primary way that WVU communicates with families. So please do join so that you are getting our emails and all of our other information. Our website is listed right here, parentsclub.wvu.edu. It's a new website for this year, so please check it out. We have a lot of good resources on there. And if you have questions moving forward about tonight or anything else, just email us at parentsclub@mail.wvu.edu. We're happy to answer those questions for you. You can look and find us on Facebook, so that Official Families of WVU Students. It's quite an active Facebook page. Our tech support tonight, Ricky Huffman, and I do follow that Facebook page, but we don't answer a lot of the questions. We really just leave that for parent-to-parent communication. So you can ask anything you like on that website, but if you want a little bit more information or a little bit more about WVU's view on whatever question you have, just go ahead and email us. And if you ever have other questions and you'd like to speak to someone, you can always call 800-WVU-0098 for our parent helpline. You can speak to our colleague, Katie Gallagher, and she's more than happy to answer any questions that you have with that. So I don't see any other questions in the chat, but we're available by email or anything else. For anything that you all would need, just let us know. If you have any particular questions about WVU or anything related to COVID, please go to the Return to Campus website. Other than that, you can let us know how we can help you. And we are recording this, so if you want to go back and watch it again later, you'll be able to find it on our website. Or if you have any friends who weren't able to join us tonight, let them know. They can find it there as well. So with that, and for our panelists, I will say good night. If you need anything, please let us know. And we hope to see you all at one of our future conversations. We will have 2 more coming up this semester. So please do join us. You'll find those on our website as well. Thank you and good night.